Hi, you're listening to the Business Essentials Daily Summer Series, the best episodes of 2022. Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars.
SoundCartel.
So, how are you with control? Are you micromanaging your staff and your business? Or can you be zen enough to stand back and let the workers do what they're paid for? From SoundCartel, this is Business Essentials Daily. I'm Peter Letts, filling in for Nicole Goodman. Tristan Wright is a coach who calls himself the Chief Business Sherpa at his company, Evolve to Grow. He says many small business owners are taking too much control, to the detriment of their firm, their own health, and the empowerment of staff. Tristan Wright starts by explaining to Jeff Waters how delegating can lead to more rather than less control.
At the end of the day, we're running a business for a reason. A, that reason is to serve a client for a certain reason. B, it's to make money. And C, more often than not, we're wanting to control our time and control what we do on a daily basis. But so many business owners will focus only on one of those three things because they don't know how to manage the three of them together. So delegating, it allows us to achieve all three of them at the same time.
All right. So how is it of particular help to small businesses?
All right. Imagine we've got a business owner that is working, let's say, 60 or 70 hours a week, and they haven't worked out how to have their next holiday. Their clients are unhappy because everything is taking too long. The staff are unhappy because they don't have clarity or direction, and the business owner is grumpy. And this happens in a lot of small businesses. And often it is because the business owner is very, very good at what they do from a service or product delivery standpoint, but they're not necessarily good as a leader or a manager, which means there's not enough staff, or the staff actually can't take ownership or responsibility of what's happening. So if we're going to actually want to have time off, if we're going to want to deliver for our clients even more or of a high quality, we need to get over ourselves and actually understand that there are people within our business that can 9 times out of 10 deliver a service better than we can because they're focusing on just one area of the business as opposed to all 6 or 7 areas of the business that the business owner focuses on.
So it sounds like it can lead to a lot more stress.
If you don't delegate, it can, or if you delegate poorly. So another way to look at it is when a small business owner starts to delegate for the first time, we look to our staff members and we expect them to be unicorns, or we expect them to do everything that we do to the same quality that we do it. And that's just not going to happen. So my mantra is, let's just pick up 1 or 2 things at a time, focus on that, not multitask, focus on 1 or 2 things at a time and delegate them, get the staff member good at that, owning that, and then move on to the next thing. So micro steps. Not trying to achieve everything in 1 week.
What are some of the signs that you're not delegating enough?
Put simply, your physical health, your mental health are negatively impacted. You're missing your deadlines or you're falling behind on your tasks. They're really the signs that you're not delegating enough because you're not able to deliver, you're overworked, you're overstressed.
And how does trust in your staff work with this?
That's probably one of the biggest and most important things. And it actually comes back to, it's not trusting your staff. If we look at it deeper, it's actually trusting yourself and trusting yourself that you've made the correct decisions, you've hired the correct people, and you're sharing information the correct way. Because at the end of the day, we're all capable of doing work, and we're all capable of doing it to the quality that is required, but it's a communication that goes from one person to the other that's the issue. And in a business environment, 9 times out of 10, the issue is not trust in the staff, it's trust in the leader or the business owner in communicating the expectations, the outcomes required, and how to do it in a fair and reasonable manner. Because if that doesn't happen, how can you expect your team to do the work correctly. So it's not trusting your staff. Looking at deeper, it's you.
So it sounds like a bit of ego control might be necessary for some people.
Yep, and we often don't realise that that's actually the issue. So the business owners, the business leaders that grow and progress past this small business mindset are the ones that get over themselves quicker and realise that there's others that can do work just as well as them, if not better, sooner. So letting go of that ego and realising that we're all on the same journey together, that we all want to achieve the same thing together. And that goes back to the next point, that if you haven't shared where you're wanting to get to in business and why it's beneficial to your staff to help you get there, you're not going to achieve anything.
Just finally, you say that the amount of emails that people deal with can be a symptom of this as well, of not delegating enough. How does that work?
So the amount of emails, like why would you want all the emails coming into your inbox? Because you as the leader, you as a business owner should be having the conversations, should be setting up the workload and then having your team manage that. If there's more emails coming into your inbox for doing tasks, it means you're not delegating. It means your team aren't doing what you've paid them for, what you've employed them for. As someone that's a leader, a business owner, the emails coming into your inbox should be the ones that are on the business emails, not in the business emails.
That was Tristan Wright, business coach and founder of Evolve to Grow. This episode of Business Essentials Daily is produced by the team at SoundCartel. Thanks for listening. I'm Peter Letts. We'll bring you more Be Daily tomorrow. Follow @Be Daily Podcast across social media and head to bedaily.com.au for more from the Business Essentials Daily Podcast.
SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.